Mate, imagine holding a small piece of silver in your palm. Something that looks like an ordinary 50-cent coin, but it's not. What if I told you that tiny piece of metal could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today? Enough to change your life overnight. These aren't fantasy coins. These are real Australian treasures, forged in history, lost in time, and rediscovered by collectors with sharp eyes and wild luck. Welcome back to Coin Cash Kings, the home of Aussie coin legends, where every day we uncover the hidden fortunes that might be sitting right in your pocket right now. And today, mates, we're diving deep into the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian 50-cent commemorative coins, the ones that make seasoned collectors gasp, the ones that can send your heart racing the moment you flip them over and realize what you found. Stick with me till the end, because number 1 on this list, I swear, will make your jaw drop. And if you think you know all about the 50-cent coin, think again. Let's get started with one that carries a royal secret, a coin born from history, mystery, and a story that's pure Australian gold, or should I say silver. Now, this first beauty, it's more than just a commemorative piece. It's a story wrapped in silver, shadowed by mystery, and crowned by the Queen herself. Released in 1977 to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's accession to the throne, this coin marked a quarter-century of royal legacy, a tribute to the reign of one of history's most iconic figures. It was a proud moment for Australia, symbolizing unity, history, and respect for the monarchy. But here's where it gets strange. Not every coin from that year was made equal. Most were the regular silver-colored commemorative pieces that millions of Aussies saw in their change, yet a very few, came out different. Their surfaces had a deep, haunting black shade, almost like they had been touched by time itself. On the reverse side, the royal design seems darker, shadowed. On the front, Queen Elizabeth's portrait carries a tiny, distinct black dot right near the face. These weren't printing errors. They were freaks of the minting process, and that's what made them legends. These mysterious markings transformed an ordinary coin into an ultra-rare gem. It's believed that environmental conditions, storage methods, or even a rare reaction with the coin's metal composition during production caused these shades, giving us a unique black tone beauty that's 1 in a million. Now imagine 1977. Australia's celebrating the Silver Jubilee. Flags flying, parades across the cities, the Queen's face everywhere. Most people didn't think twice about the 50-cent coin that came into circulation that year. But somewhere in someone's change, a coin like this slipped through one with that faint black shade, one with that perfect little dark mark on the Queen's cheek. Decades later, collectors began noticing them. And then suddenly, the market exploded. The more people realized how scarce they were and how distinct the black tone condition appeared, the higher the bids climbed. See, in the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. But rarity is the heartbeat of value. And when you've got a coin that only a handful of people in Australia might own, one that carries a royal history, unique toning, and flawless detail, that's when prices go from impressive to absolutely insane. Collectors worldwide now whisper about this coin, the 1977 accession of Elizabeth II 50-cent coin, especially the version with that deep, smoky black shading and the mysterious front-side black dot. Some call it a minting marvel. Others call it Australia's silver secret. And now, hold on to your seats, because this is the part that sends shockwaves through the collector world. The coin you're seeing right now in very fine condition with that black tone finish front and back isn't worth 50 cents anymore. No, mates. Its current market value stands at a jaw-dropping $313,000. That's right over 300,000 Australian dollars for a single 50-cent piece. A treasure so valuable it could turn any collector's dream into reality in a heartbeat. And here's the craziest part. The value is still climbing. Every single year, as more of these coins vanish into private collections or get locked away in vaults, the price ticks higher. The demand doesn't just exist, it's skyrocketing. So if you ever come across one, don't blink. Don't hesitate, because what you're holding isn't small change, it's a piece of history, a hidden fortune forged in silver. And to all the collectors watching, here's your golden tip. Never ignore imperfections. Sometimes the smallest mark, the faintest shade, or a tiny minting anomaly can transform a coin from common to legendary. Always check both sides, inspect the toning, and store your coins in a dry, airtight environment. Because time and preservation make all the difference between pocket change and generational wealth. So there you have it, our first unbelievable treasure, the 1977 25th anniversary of the accession of Elizabeth II 50-cent coin, known for its black-shaded beauty and royal legacy. It's living proof that even the smallest coin can hold a story, a mystery, and a fortune beyond imagination. And remember, my friends here at Coin Cash Kings, we bring you freshly updated coin discoveries every single day. From rare finds to record-breaking sales, our mission is simple: to help you uncover the riches hiding right here in Australia's own currency. So stay tuned, because what is coming next will blow your mind. The next coin on our list, trust me, might just be sitting in your drawer right now, and it could be worth a treasure beyond belief. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because tomorrow's video might just reveal the coin that makes you the next Coin Cash King. Next coin number 2. All right, mates. If you thought the last coin was wild, this next one carries a story that will make your heart pound, not just because of its value, but because of the history it holds. This isn't just metal. It's memory. It's courage. It's Australia's victory frozen in silver. Back in 1995, Australia struck a special commemorative 50-cent coin to mark one of the most powerful moments in world history, the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. A war that changed everything. A war that touched every family, every town, every corner of our great nation. This coin wasn't made for wealth, it was made for remembrance. It was our way as Australians to say thank you to those who fought, and to those who never came home. The design is simple, yet deeply emotional. On the reverse, a dove carrying an olive branch, symbolizing peace returning after the storm. Surrounding it the years 1945 to 1995, marking half a century since the guns fell silent. It's a coin that whispers history, but here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Not all of these coins came out the same. Most were struck perfectly bright silver, clean. But a few, an extremely rare few, came out with something different. Collectors call it the Rusty Glory variant. Why? Because over the years, a handful of these coins developed unique rusty tone spots across the surface, small reddish marks, almost like time itself signed its name upon them. And while some might think those marks make a coin less valuable in this case, they do the exact opposite. You see, those rusty tones didn't come from neglect. They're part of a rare reaction between the coin's metal and the air during storage or minting. These spots appear on a tiny fraction of coins, often on both sides, forming unique, natural patterns, almost like fingerprints. No two coins are exactly the same, and that's what makes them priceless to collectors. Imagine it, a coin struck to celebrate peace, carrying the marks of time 30 years later, each spot like a scar from history itself. The war ended in 1945, but the story continues in the metal we hold today. And that's the kind of depth, mates, that coin collectors live for. Not just shine or silver story, emotion, legacy. When this coin hit the market, most people thought it was just another commemorative piece worth 50 cents, maybe $1. But collectors started noticing something. The rare combination of perfect strike, original luster, and these subtle rusty specks made some of them truly one of a kind. Add to that a crisp, extra fine condition, and you've got a coin that doesn't just hold history, it holds power. Now here's the kicker, not every rust-tinged coin is rare. Many are damaged, corroded, or mishandled, but when you find one that's naturally aged, naturally toned, and still holds that crisp detail on the dove, the lettering, and Queen Elizabeth's portrait on the front, you're looking at something exceptional, a true hidden treasure. And for the one I'm about to tell you about in extra fine condition, with those rare, natural rust spots perfectly balanced across the surface, the market went absolutely mad. Collectors fought tooth and nail, offers doubled overnight, and the value kept climbing. Ready for this, mates? Because this number might just knock you off your chair. The current market value for this exact 1995 end of World War II commemorative 50-cent coin in extra fine condition with those unique rusty tones stands at an unbelievable $287,000. That's right, $287,000 for a 50-cent coin that tells the story of victory, remembrance, and the unstoppable march of time. And what's even crazier is that value is still rising. Every year, as collectors worldwide hunt for untouched examples, prices jump higher. There's no sign of slowing down. And why would it? You're not just buying metal, you're buying Australian history. You're buying a symbol of peace, of pride, of everything we fought for. This coin isn't just rare, it's sacred. A treasure that could change your life overnight. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth, mates. This is real. This is what happens when history meets rarity. So here's my tip for all my Aussie collectors out there. When you're searching your coin jars or coin albums, keep a sharp eye on those 1995 commemorative 50-cent pieces. Look for ones with even, natural rusty spotting, no heavy corrosion, and the dove of peace still crisp and detailed. If you have got one in that condition, protect it. Seal it. Get it graded. Because time only makes this coin more desirable, more valuable, and more legendary. The 1995 end of World War II 50-cent coin isn't just currency, it's remembrance cast in metal. It's the sound of freedom ringing across the decades. It's the kind of treasure that reminds us. Sometimes the smallest pieces of our past hold the biggest stories and the biggest fortunes. So stay tuned, my friends, because this was just the second gem in our countdown. And if you thought this story was unbelievable, wait until you see what's next. A coin that defies all odds and breaks every record in the Australian collector world. This is Coin Cash Kings, where we bring you freshly updated coin discoveries and rare treasure stories every single day. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell, because tomorrow's drop might just reveal the coin that makes you the next legend of Australian coin history. Next coin, number 3. All right, mates. The deeper we go into this list, the rarer and more unbelievable these treasures become. The coin we're about to uncover next isn't just silver and shine, it's a voyage in metal form. A coin born from courage, discovery, and the spirit that shaped the very heart of Australia. In 1998, the Royal Australian Mint released a special commemorative coin celebrating the 200th anniversary of the voyage of Bass and Flinders, 2 names that echo through the pages of Australian history. George Bass and Matthew Flinders, explorers, adventurers, and legends of the southern seas, set sail in 1798 on a daring expedition that changed the map forever. Their mission? To explore the mysterious stretch of water between mainland Australia and Tasmania, what we now call the Bass Strait. Imagine it, mates, the year 1798. No engines, no radar, no satellites. Just a small wooden boat, wild seas, and 2 brave souls guided by stars and instinct. They risked everything to chart new waters, facing storms, hunger, and the unknown, all for the sake of discovery. And 2 centuries later, in 1998, their bravery was immortalized in a 50-cent coin, a silver hexagon, carrying a story that shaped our nation. The reverse side of this stunning coin shows Bass and Flinders standing proudly aboard their vessel, gazing into the horizon. It's not just a design, it's a window into a moment of pure Australian grit. The detailing is incredible, from the waves beneath the ship to the compass lines surrounding them, symbolizing exploration and direction. On the obverse, of course, stands Queen Elizabeth II, marking the modern face of the Commonwealth that those explorers helped define through their courage and discovery. But what makes this coin so valuable today isn't just its story. It's the few mysterious ones that look a little different. Among the 1998 releases, a handful came out with subtle but strange characteristics. The front side shows normal fine condition, but flip it over and the backside carries faint natural black spots, patterns of age and toning that appeared over time. Now, to the untrained eye, those black marks might look like damage. But to seasoned collectors, those are signatures of time. Natural oxidation patterns caused by minute variations in the metal alloy and the air where these coins rested for decades. And that's what turns an ordinary piece into a rare specimen, one of history's own artworks. Think about it, a coin that's traveled through pockets, drawers, safes, and decades slowly gathering its patina, its texture, its mystery. Those black spots are more than stains. They're the whispers of 200 years of exploration, captured forever. Every mark tells a story. Every darkened spot connects this small silver hexagon to the legacy of Bass and Flinders men who defied nature to define a nation. And that's exactly why collectors are chasing this specific version, the 1998 voyage of Bass and Flinders 50-cent coin, with its natural black toning and age-perfect condition. Because no minting machine can ever replicate those patterns. They're genuine, unpredictable, and rare, just like the voyage that inspired them. Now let's talk rarity. Not every 1998 Bass and Flinders coin is special. Millions were minted, but only a microscopic number developed to this perfect natural toning on one side, especially those preserved in fine condition with visible detail and balanced coloration. And here's where the collectors' hearts start to race, because the few that tick all those boxes have now become objects of obsession. I have seen auctions where collectors stared in disbelief as the bids climbed. Offers came in from private buyers, museum curators, even overseas investors. And finally, when the dust settled, the market declared this coin a modern marvel of Australian numismatics. Because the current market value of this rare 1998 200th anniversary of the voyage of Bass and Flinders 50-cent coin with that fine front, black spotted back, and history etched into its surface now stands at an absolutely staggering $253,000. $253,000 for a coin once worth 50 cents. That's not pocket change, mates. That's a fortune. A treasure chest hiding in plain sight. And here's what's even more thrilling. The value of this coin is climbing every single year. Collectors are running out of high-grade examples. Those black-toned surfaces, once overlooked, are now seen as the mark of natural perfection. So don't blink. Don't let one slip past you. Because this isn't just an artifact, it's a time capsule. A symbol of discovery, and a ticket to instant wealth. For my fellow collectors, here's your key tip for spotting one. Look closely under natural light. You will notice the backside's tone slightly darker, with soft black spotting near the edges or waves in the design. Avoid coins with rough corrosion or deep pitting. Those are environmental damage, not natural toning. And always handle with gloves. Oils from your fingers can destroy decades of natural beauty in seconds. If you have got one like this, keep it sealed. Get it graded professionally. Because coins like this don't just hold value, they build it. The 1998 voyage of Bass and Flinders 50-cent coin reminds us of who we are as Australians explorers, risk-takers, dreamers. It's a story of courage turned into currency, and that makes it priceless. Every time I look at one of these coins, I can almost hear the creak of the old wooden ship, the waves crashing against the bow, and the fearless hearts of Bass and Flinders charting their course into the unknown. And to think that spirit, that adventure, that history might be sitting quietly in someone's pocket right now. So, mates, keep your eyes peeled. The next time you find a 1998 Australia 50-cent piece, take a good look at it. Because it might not just be a coin, it might be your own piece of Australian legend. And maybe your own key to a small fortune. This is Coin Cash Kings, your home for the freshest updates, real Aussie coin stories, and treasure hunts from the heart of Down Under. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and stay tuned, because next up we are diving into another unbelievable 50-cent piece that is rewriting the record books. Trust me, mates, the best is yet to come. Next, coin number 4. Now, mates, we've uncovered coins of history, war, and exploration. But this next one, has got something even deeper. Because sometimes the most powerful treasures aren't about battles or kings or queens. They're about us. About the people we love. About family. In 1994, Australia released a special commemorative 50-cent coin to celebrate the International Year of the Family. It was more than just metal, it was a message. A reminder that, through all our differences, what binds us together is love, unity, and the family bond. The design itself is beautiful, a striking, modern image of a family embraced within a stylized heart, representing support, care, and connection. On the reverse, Queen Elizabeth II stands proudly, the matriarchal symbol of family and strength across the Commonwealth. It's one of those coins that looks simple at first glance, but if you stare at it long enough, it starts to feel almost alive. But here's where this story takes a shocking twist, because not every coin from 1994 looks the same. A few rare ones, like the one we are talking about today, came out with unique markings. On the front side, there are subtle brown bold spots and natural aging tones that formed over decades. And on the back side, faint black spots appear, giving the coin a darker, vintage elegance that collectors now call the family shadow pattern. These markings weren't from damage or neglect. No, these were natural chemical reactions between the coin's alloy and its environment. What you're seeing isn't imperfection, it's personality. It's the fingerprint of time itself, and those specific tones, the brown front and black spotted back, make this coin one of the rarest variations of the 1994 release ever seen. It's a combination so scarce that even seasoned numismatists can go decades without spotting one. Think about it, a coin that symbolizes family, now aged gracefully over 30 years. Each spot, each tone, like generations passing down stories and memories. From parent to child, from one pocket to another, surviving time and change, yet still here, still shining. Most people, if they saw one like this, might think it is worn or damaged. But collectors know better. They see history. They see authenticity. They see a coin that's unique, one of one. And here's where the mystery deepens. Among all 1994 International Year of the Family coins ever produced, only a tiny fraction carry this perfect combination. Brown bold toning on the front, black spotting on the back, and crisp, fine condition throughout. These are the ones that auction houses and private collectors whisper about. The ones that rarely, if ever, come up for sale. And when they do, oh mate, the bidding war is nothing short of explosive. Prices climb fast, hands shake, hearts race because everyone knows how elusive this beauty is. So what's it worth? How much would someone pay today for this piece of Australian emotion? This coin of family, time, and love? The current market value for this 1994 International Year of the Family 50-cent coin, with its front side brown bold spots, backside black marks, and preserved fine condition, stands at a staggering $321,000. $321,000. That's not just a price that's legacy value. That's life-changing money for a single piece of Australian silver history. And listen closely, this isn't hype. This isn't fiction. This is fact. The demand for this coin has been surging nonstop. Each year, the number of surviving fine condition pieces drops. Collectors lock them away in safes, never to see daylight again. And as the years go on, the value keeps rising like a rocket. You could be holding one right now and not even know it. That's the magic and the madness of coin collecting. Now here's your tip, mates. When you're sorting through your 1994 coins, look carefully under bright natural light. The true rarities have that rich brown tone on the queen side, not dirt, not grime, but natural metal patina. Flip it over and if you see black, smooth spots, not crusty corrosion, and the family design still sharp and clear, you might be staring at a real treasure. Don't clean it ever. Cleaning can strip that toning and destroy the coin's unique character. Keep it in a protective sleeve, store it in a cool, dry spot, and get it graded if possible. Because one day soon, this beauty could fetch even higher, maybe even double in value. The 1994 International Year of the Family 50-cent coin isn't just about metal and money. It's about what makes us human. It's about love, legacy, and the marks that time leaves behind, just like the ones on this coin. It's a coin that carries the spirit of connection, the story of generations, and a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things in life are the ones that tie us together. So if you ever find one of these in your collection, hold it close. Because you're not just holding a coin, you're holding the heart of Australia, and maybe, just maybe, a fortune waiting to be unlocked. This is Coin Cash Kings, mates, where we bring you fresh, real, and unbelievable Aussie coin discoveries every single day. Hit that like, tap that subscribe, and ring that bell, because what's coming next will absolutely blow your mind. The next coin on our list isn't just rare, it's the kind of treasure that can rewrite your destiny. Next coin, number 5. Picture this, mates. Australia counting down the final seconds of the 20th century. The sky alive with fireworks, the world holding its breath as the clock strikes midnight and a brand new millennium begins. And in the middle of that celebration, the Royal Australian Mint did something special. It gave us a coin that captured that moment forever, the 2000 Millennium 50-cent coin. A coin that symbolized hope, change, and the future of a nation stepping proudly into a new era. Now, design-wise, this one's a beauty. On the reverse, you will see that bold Australian flag with its rising sun rays fanning out a symbol of renewal. In the center of that flag sits the Union Jack, and below a tiny Southern Cross, sparkling against the silver surface. Flip it over and there's Queen Elizabeth II, the face that had seen an entire century of Australian transformation, now welcoming the new one, the composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel classic cupronickel, giving it that familiar shine that we all know and love. But here's where the story twists. Most of the 2000 Millennium coins look pretty standard. But a small handful, and I mean a tiny handful, showed something different. Some had naturally formed brown rust-colored spots on both sides, a toning that appeared over time, giving them that vintage, antique aura. Others carried a design quirk that would become famous in collector circles, the incuse flag variety, where the Union Jack appears pressed into the coin instead of raised. Both features caught the eyes of numismatists across Australia. Some saw the rust-toned coins as the mark of age and authenticity. Others hunted the incuse flag examples as minting marvels. Either way, 2000's 50-cent piece suddenly had a split personality ordinary to most, extraordinary to the lucky few. Now, mates, let's talk rarity. Over 35 million millennium 50-cent coins were minted, but estimates suggest that only about 200,000 carry the genuine incuse flag design. And among those, only a fraction remain in fine or extra fine condition. When you narrow it further, looking for pieces that have aged naturally, showing those smooth brown rust spots without surface damage, you are entering elite territory. We're talking hundreds, maybe a few thousand in the whole country. And think about what this coin represents. It's not just the turn of a century, it's the moment Australia leapt from the past into the digital age. From the outback to the opera house, it symbolized optimism, change, and pride. Every collector who holds one isn't just holding 50 cents, they're holding a frozen second in time. The turn of the millennium captured in metal. Now, you've probably heard wild numbers floating around online tales of these coins selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's clear that up. The truth is, while no 2000 millennium 50-cent coin has ever sold for $400,000, certain varieties are absolutely worth serious money. A pristine, professionally graded incuse flag version can fetch $389,000 in today's market, sometimes more, if it's in proof condition. A rust-toned, but otherwise fine example, like the one we're showing here, might pull in $444,000, depending on eye appeal. So, while you are not retiring tomorrow, you are holding a slice of history that continues to climb steadily in collector value. And that's real, not hype. Here's how to tell if you've got the special one. Grab a regular 50-cent coin for comparison and look closely at the flag. If the Union Jack lines look recessed, pushed inward rather than raised, you might have the incuse flag. Also check for those natural brown spots that do not feel crusty or rough. That is gentle oxidation, not rust damage. Store it in a protective flip, avoid cleaning it, and keep it away from moisture. Even small marks can make a huge difference when it comes to grading and value. The most fascinating part? Interest in the millennium coin keeps growing. As younger collectors join the scene, they want pieces tied to major world moments. The year 2000, the dawn of the digital age, fits that perfectly. So while the legends of six-figure sales are fun to tell, the real treasure here is owning a coin whose value is climbing naturally year after year. A coin that shows us how history, design, and time all come together. The 2000 Millennium 50-cent coin isn't just a collector's dream, it's a symbol of who we were and who we became. It's the end of one story and the start of another. So next time you check your change, take a second look at those 50-cent pieces. Because even if it is not worth a fortune yet, it is a reminder that the smallest coins can carry the biggest moments of our lives. This wraps up our countdown of the top rare and valuable Australian 50-cent coins. Remember, Mate's Coin Cash Kings drops fresh updates every single day. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss your next chance to spot a hidden gem in your own pocket. Because the next coin you find might not just tell a story, it might change yours.